Well, Sandra, you might have seen this. This week, Fox News exclusively rode along with Border Patrol on this immigration raid here in Los Angeles, during which federal agents arrested 16 illegal aliens at a Home Depot, with those agents arriving secretly inside of a Penske moving truck. Now, this raid came despite a federal judge's order restricting some aspects of immigration enforcement operations here in Southern California. For more on this, we're going to bring in Greg Bovino. He's the U.S. Border Patrol chief for the El Centro Sector and the man in charge of at-large operations here in Southern California. Chief, good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
It's good to see you, Bill. Thanks for having me.
So you organized this operation. You were there in person for it. And just days before it went down, L.A. Mayor Karen Bass kind of took a little bit of a victory lap. Here's what she said. Take a look at her post here. Declaring victory over the federal government, she said, quote, "Los Angeles stood strong and we won. You can't just snatch people off the street based off appearance. The court knows that. The people know that. And now this administration knows that." You guys hit this Home Depot just a few days after that. Was this operation meant to send a message to Mayor Bass that, hey, the federal government is still here, we're not going anywhere?
Sure, Bill. This operation was meant to send a message to all bad people and bad things that we're here in Los Angeles. We haven't left Los Angeles. And if you're still here and you're still an illegal alien or an aggravated felon illegal alien or somebody that we're targeting, we're here and we're going to arrest you. As far as what the mayor said, I scratch my head on that sometimes, Bill, because I believe she also called this an experiment. Well, the Border Patrol is 101 years old. We've patrolled that border. We've patrolled the interior for that 101 years, and definitely not an experiment. We make the security of Mom and Pa America. That's our personal responsibility, and it's our personal responsibility to stay here in Los Angeles and get this job done.
And we do have this court order in place from this federal judge here in L.A., which blocks federal agents from using Spanish-speaking, skin color, location as the sole basis for making some of these arrests. And you know the criticisms out there. L.A. Mayor Karen Bass says you guys are just going around chasing down anybody who looks brown to you. So my question to you is, was this operation at this Home Depot, did it abide by that federal court order? And if so, how?
Sure. Bill, when the Border Patrol, CBP, and our allied law enforcement partners, when we conduct operations, law enforcement operations, we always abide by the law, whether it's a temporary restraining order that you just mentioned, whether it's applicable federal laws, rules, and regulations, and most especially the Constitution of the United States. We always abide by that legally, ethically, and morally in everything that we do. And we're doing that in Los Angeles right now today. As a matter of fact, we have agents out on the streets right now making apprehensions as you and I are speaking. They're doing that, again, legally, ethically, and morally. And Bill, you know, I took an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution nearly 3 decades ago. Every Border Patrol agent takes an oath to uphold and defend that Constitution, and we do uphold and defend the Constitution, and we're doing that here in Los Angeles. So
in terms of the court order, like the critics out there are saying, well, you guys pulled up in these moving trucks, you were hidden inside, then you get out, you spill out, and you start chasing after everybody. The question is, how does that abide by the court order? So was there some pre-intelligence that went into this? You guys have said this was a targeted operation. How so? Sure,
Bill, every operation that we conduct is a targeted operation. This operation, we entitled it Trojan Horse. That operation, we had pre-intelligence. We knew what was going on in that location, as we do in nearly every location that we come into contact with here in Los Angeles. We knew there was criminal activity afoot there for a long time. So we're not going to ignore criminal activity, we're going after it. And that's exactly what we did. It was a very creative and innovative concept that our Border Patrol agents came up with. That's that same creativity and innovation that we see along the border and in the interior every day that brings good, sound operations to make our city safer.
And I got about 30 seconds left. You know, some people out there say, well, why are you going after these day laborers? They're just looking for work. But I understand, just like what we saw in Sacramento, some of the people you arrested at this Home Depot had criminal histories.
Bill, we're starting to see that 30 to 40%, for your viewers, 30 to 40% of these larger operations in which we apprehend large amounts of illegal aliens, 30 to 40% are coming back with significant criminal and or immigration histories. This operation was the same way. I believe out of the 16 apprehended there that morning, at least 6 had significant immigration and criminal histories. Do you want someone like that working in your house?
All right, got to leave it there. Chief Bovino, thanks for coming in. Good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.